Hey guys, from time to time our cameras won't effectively communicate with our lenses. And oftentimes what happens is the contacts are dirty. So how do we clean that? Let's figure that out.
Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, click, click.
It just so happens today we have a special reader's question, and it is related to cleaning the camera contacts. And so this letter just happens to be from a family member, Billy, my distant cousin. Let's see what Billy wrote to us.
Dear Vernon, I am having problems with my camera. I leave it in the back of my Chevrolet pickup truck. It rolls around from time to time, and now it won't focus. It just won't focus. So what do? I have some tools I will try to clean it with. I have a fork to scrape the contacts, and I have, what else do I have? I got the fork, I got the a butter knife, and got one other tool. What else do we got? We got some holy water. And I got a little holy water I'm gonna put on the contacts to maybe clean them off. I'm good at cleaning. I cleaned the church van at the Jehovah's Witnesses, and they are happy with their cleaning. So, is this a good idea? Please let me know. Sincerely, your cousin, Billy.
Alright, so in Billy's letter, he said he wanted to use some tools that he had set out to clean his camera. And one thing he said he wanted to use the fork to scrape the contacts. Oh, Billy, never, ever, ever use anything aggressive inside your camera on any part of it, especially the contacts. Bad idea. Same with the knife. This is not a tool to be used with your camera. Okay, and then he mentioned he was going to use some holy water. Well, we don't want to use pure water because pure water can cause corrosion of a contact, and we're trying to clean the contacts and prevent any type of corrosion. Now, some people also think that they can just use their erasers on their contacts and wipe them off. Well, that might be fine and dandy if you're doing an RC car on the racetrack, but for your camera contacts, they're so small, they're so delicate, that even rubbing them, you can cause a residue to stay on the contacts, which would be a horrible idea. And also, oftentimes, the eraser pieces can get worn off and drop inside your camera body, and that's not a good idea. It might work some of the time, but it will not work all of the time if this is your method that you choose to use. So I employ a simpler method, and let's see how we do that. So what tools do we recommend? Well, first of all, we recommend the blower. That is the key part, okay? Then we want the buds, the cotton tip gentle buds. We do not want to use synthetic buds on anything camera related, okay? Always use a cotton-based bud if you're gonna use a bud on your camera. Also, what we also need is a isopropyl alcohol mix. This is a 70-30 mix, 70% alcohol to 30% water. And the nice thing about this is a spray formula, and we'll get into why that's such a blessing in this instance, okay? All right, so these are the basic three things you need: a blower, some white Q-tip type buds, and some isopropyl alcohol, preferably 70-30. All right, so those are your basic things. All right, so the first thing you want to do, let's start with the lens. Let's take our lens, and you can see the contacts right here. They're gold-plated contacts, and if you're lucky enough, they are gold-plated, and what that will do is it will resist corrosion with that plating because gold will not corrode. So that's the beauty of it, but it can still get dirty. Okay, so what we want to do is take your lens off to the side, blow it really good, get anything loose off of it. Then what I want you to do is take one of your Q-tips and spray a blast or two on there and just gently rub across your contacts. Okay? We don't want to be aggressive with these. They're very delicate. Shouldn't take more than just a little bit of effort to get those clean. And then come back with your dry end. Okay, and then inspect it. Does it look clean? If it does, go ahead and blow it really good again. Make sure there's no cotton pieces or anything left on that. Get it ultimately perfectly clean. Okay, let it sit and dry. Now the same thing with your camera body. If you look here, you can see the tiny little gold contacts. Okay, they're real sensitive. So same thing here. Kind of tilt your body back up, blow it out really good. All right. Let's start with a new cotton bud on that one. Okay, we'll pick a new bud. And we'll blast a couple blasts on there with the alcohol. And we'll just carefully just swab those contacts. Just try to make sure they're dust-free, clean-free. You can dab it. These are very small, so you can get away with just dabbing these ones. Okay. That's it. That's all you need to do. They look perfectly clean. Give it a little blast of air. Put the two back together. You're good to go. Now, if you need anything more than this, if your contacts are of a different style where they look corroded, then I suggest that you take it to a camera shop. But if they're relatively clean, just needing just a little minor dust wiping, then that's something that you can do yourself, and it's just very quick and fast. But always use an alcohol. Don't use water, don't use anything else. Don't use any aggressive chemicals, don't use any aggressive tools. Just use soft, gentle products and isopropyl alcohol. That's it. I don't recommend you use anything else. All right, so hopefully that helps you, and happy shooting. All right, guys, so hopefully that helped you to get your contacts clean. I know it seems a little daunting if you've never considered or looked inside your camera and thought, well, are there contacts in there? I don't know what makes things work. Well, now we know, and we know how to effectively clean it on just a routine, basic, simple cleaning procedure, okay? So one thing I wanted to mention, find your isopropyl alcohol in a pump mix where you can spray it on there. And the reason being is if you shoot a blast of spray, 1 or 2 blasts on your tips, you will never have so much on there that it's going to be so saturated that you're going to cause a drip inside your camera or inside your lens, and that could cause a problem. So that's why I don't recommend dipping solutions, because some people might not wipe their swab off enough onto a towel or a tissue before they start their cleaning procedures, and they can have issues. So find a spray. It's well worth it. Okay, so hopefully that helped you, and if it did, throw me a like, consider subscribing, and let's grow together. Thank you.